Hey there, this is Brock with superfoodguy.com, and today I want to share with you a lot of info, I guess. I have not been sick in over 10 years, and I had to think about it for a minute before I started this video. I had to really track back. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I was sick for sure. So just to date myself, I graduated high school in 2005. I've never left high school because I was sick. Not to say that I wasn't sick in high school, so for sure I can say that it's been 10 years because I've not been sick since after high school. And when I mean sick, what I mean by sick is I haven't had a cold or the flu or any type of an infection or anything like that. I mean 0 times. The worst thing I've had in the last 10 years is potential sore throat, which it never actually happened. And this is 3 times that I can think of in the last 10 years where I'm around someone who had a sore throat, and I can tell the next day when I wake up, my throat is just beginning to feel a little tender, like, I might be coming down with something. But by the end of the day, boom, my body kicks it out and it's just not even there anymore, which is kind of weird, right? So my body refuses to let these things set up shop. It kills it, it wraps it up, it eliminates it before anything can even take over my body, which is awesome. So I've never had anything other than a sore throat for 3 years, which lasted merely hours. So how did I do it? What am I doing, right? I mean, this seems like it'd be big information. But the reality is a lot of people who are healthy who are in the same type of boat. You just don't hear about it very much. And it certainly isn't something that you hear about in Western medicine because they don't... Oh my God, don't even get me started. Okay, so what am I doing? How am I doing this, right? So it's important. This video might last a little while too. So it's important to understand that the building blocks of your existence is amino acids. It is amino acids, everything from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, everything in between, inside and out, is there because of amino acids. They are the building blocks of all existence in terms of life. So, do you think we need amino acids in our body? Of course. Well, how do you get them? What do you eat, right? So, the cheat way, for me at least, is protein. You need protein. When you eat protein, your stomach acids, among other things, break it down from a protein molecule a protein is just a giant molecule full of branched chain amino acids. That's what a protein is. So you have amino acid, just hanging off this giant protein. When you introduce it to your stomach acid and a couple other things, it'll start to break off these little amino acids, and then those amino acids can be digested, absorbed, and then utilized in whatever way your body needs it to. So amino acids are huge. Protein is huge. You need protein, and don't even give me the excuse that you have to eat all these animals, meats and stuff like that to get protein. That's retarded, okay? No. There's so many ways you can get proteins. In fact, this is a shake packet. It's a company called Isagenix. It's a company that I've been with since, I think, 2010. I swear by them. I love them. I order so much stuff from them. It's crazy. So basically, get this. It's 22 grams of protein. This is purely plant-based, natural berry harvest. So this is what I've been using for, I don't know, a year now. Prior to that, I was using the whey protein. So whey protein will have a larger amino acid profile. So they both, I believe, have 22 or 23 grams of protein in them. However, if you look in the back, the average branched chain amino acid profile is down below. And the one that is protein has a larger branched chain amino acid. In fact, the study was done several years ago. I forget his name. He is now with Isagenix because of how they're doing things. But he studied proteins for years and years and years. And basically what he had said is that the protein that has the most benefit to the human body on planet Earth that they could find, and they studied tens of thousands of proteins, was whey protein, New Zealand whey protein from natural-fed, grass-fed cows, not hormone-induced and all these crazy things that you'll find in the United States, but just natural whey protein. And it wasn't just the protein itself, it was how the protein was processed. So you can cold process things, you can process things with warm processing, do all sorts. There's so many ways you can process food. The problem is the majority of companies use processing methods that deplete or break down the amino acid profile, rendering it pointless or less important than what it would be if you would, less beneficial than it would be had you ate just the raw protein. So the company, I love them because they have standards that are above and beyond almost every company in existence, and they produce high quality whey protein as well as plant-based protein. So I could talk to you for hours about protein. I won't. The reality is you need a lot of protein in your diet. This is just an easy way to get it in. Tastes great. Love it. It's so simple. It takes me a whole 3 minutes to make a meal and I'm done, as opposed to, you know, going out, shooting the cow, butcher it, or go out to your backyard and grow all your stuff and put in a blender and make all. No, no. And it's raw. The other thing is when you cook your food, especially proteins, heat, any type of heat, when you cook it in the oven, when you put it in the frying pan, you boil it, you do anything, and that's with your fruits, vegetables, or meats, anything that you consume. If you heat it above 115, proteins, enzymes, things start to break down, rendering them less beneficial, if not pointless. So you're spending energy in your body to consume these foods, but you're not getting much in return. Why? Because you heated them up. That's pretty much it. So don't do that. So raw foods are the best. And so I've been doing this for years. So raw, raw, raw. Okay. It sounded like Lady Gaga in her song there. The other thing is you can get bars. They sell bars. These particular ones are whey-based proteins. Get them in your body. Green foods, love green foods. This is concentrated stuff, again, by the company. You can get all these things on superfoodguy.com. It's my website. Go there. You can order as much or as little as you want, test it out, whatever. You can even get on auto ship and have this stuff come to you consistently every single month like myself. You don't have to worry about it. It just shows up and you eat it. Green. So the recommended daily use of the company is 1 a day, 1 scoop a day. Mix it with water, drink it. I tend to do mine in the morning and in the evening, so I do 2 a day minimum. Sometimes I did a lot more, but 2 a day. That's kind of what I do. The benefits of greens are just endless. The ingredients are on the back. I mean, it would take me 20 minutes just to go through the ingredients. It's an impressive profile of what they have. I mean, they go all over the entire world to find the best sources of the best things, the most beneficial properties to have inside your body. And they put them all in this thing and you get to drink it. And it's really cheap. So the other thing, in terms of why, in my opinion, why I don't get sick is so you want to have all these things in your body. The biggest thing that I can tell any single person about their health is their digestion. If you have problems with digesting, the biggest thing is think of a dog, think of a cat, think of almost every animal. If you walk out in the woods and see their stool sitting on the ground. Deer, rabbits, they're solid forms of stool. Okay, so this is a weird topic, but their body is not introduced to all these poisons and toxins like and impurities like ours are through the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, the water that we drink. Okay, they in general have clean food out in the forest, and so that's what they eat. So their stool is perfectly digested and it's in a perfect form every single time. When was the last time you or someone that you knew had loose stool or undigested food or horribly foul smelling? Chances are probably almost everybody in the United States, right? Because we're so exposed to all these horrible things that we don't want inside of our body. And so because our body is so overridden with these impurities and we're not getting the right amino acid profile of the proteins, we're not getting certain trace elements because our soils are depleted from all sorts of things. We're just not getting the nutritional value that we're designed to have and that we have been getting prior to this industrial revolution before the 1800s finished up and the 1900s started. So we used to have nutritional food, not so much anymore. It's very difficult to really get your hands on a lot of nutrition unless you're having concentrated superfoods like what I just showed you. So where am I going with this? Your stool reflects so much about your health, okay? If you're not having a perfectly round form, dense stool that sinks to the bottom that is almost odor-free, something is wrong, okay? I can't stress this enough. So if someone says, hey, I have this issue, Brock, I have this issue, all these, it doesn't matter what you have. In my mind is whatever you do, your focus should be on your stool. Focus on making your stool perfect. If you do that, all of a sudden everything else tends to fall into place. So you want to have a good stool. So how do you do that? Well, this is another cheat method. So this, I have not actually purchased this brand. I figured I would test it out. I bought it a couple of days ago to replace my other stuff. It is multiple mineral by Eden Ionic Minerals. So basically what it says in the back, and it's so true, is your entire body, there's so much about your body that goes on internally, hormones and all these fun things, but the biggest thing is enzymes. Enzymes are everywhere. They're not just the ones that break down your food, but there's other things that enzymes do within your body. So you cannot have enzyme reactions unless you have trace minerals, okay? So almost every enzyme in your entire body that is constantly being produced or altered is there because there's a catalyst such as a trace mineral. So you have something here, you have something here. These things need to go together or do something to effectively work in your body. And what this stuff does is it allows it. As long as something within this, one of these minerals, are in there, it catalyzes it, starts the reaction, allowing these things to take place. If you don't have this in your diet, in your body, then these things can't do what they're designed to do. So therefore, imagine your entire body going without having certain trace mineral in your body for long periods of time, and then your body is not able to do this one thing, these two things, these 20,000 things consistently because you're not getting this in your diet. And it has a trickle-down effect. If you don't, just like an engine, just like a car, I mean, you have 1 million components, right? But if take one component out, so a car is great. You have a brand new car. What happens if you don't put fuel in it? Doesn't work very well. What happens if you take the spark plugs out? Doesn't work well, but keep the fuel. See, take the pistons out, take the alternator out, take all these different pieces and elements, just one by one, take them out, watch what happens. The car's not going to function properly. Same thing with your body. Take one thing out, watch what happens for long periods of time. So the point I'm trying to make is digestion. This is an easy way to get your digestive elements working properly. It's not the fail-safe, meaning this is what I would recommend to people sort of take, period. But and there's another one. What I used to do was trace. I don't even know the brand. It was in a long blue bottle, tall blue bottle, pretty much of this color, and it was long and skinny. And that was very bitter. So when you pour it into your water, pour it in your drink, you'll taste it, which is I liked it. I liked it better than reverse osmosis water. This one has no taste. It feels like I could drink the whole bottle. Don't do that. But I don't taste anything, but it's just 1 teaspoon a day. You can put it in a bottle and drink the bottle of water throughout the day, or just do 1 gulp and you're good to go. But what it does is it'll start to give your body the ability to produce the enzymes to break down your food. So you could eat the healthiest thing on planet Earth, right? The cleanest food, the best food, the most nutritionally dense superfoods. You could eat that, but if your body is not breaking it down, if your body's not releasing the enzymes to break that food down, if your stomach's not proper, if your gallbladder and your liver and your bile isn't good, if your pancreas isn't producing what it's designed to produce, your small intestines aren't producing the enzymes, you're not going to break the food down. End of story. So you could eat that food and it'll pass right through you and fly in the toilet afterward, and you didn't absorb hardly any of that at all. So what good is that super healthy food? That is why it's so important to focus on your digestion, because you need to break that food down and absorb that food into your blood and be able to utilize and assimilate it into your body, into your cells. So this is a great way to assist your body into doing it. You could have been lacking this what should be in our apples, our fruits, our vegetables, cucumbers, everything. It should be in there, but our soils are so over-farmed, and all of our minerals are depleted, and they alter our fertilizers. So certain things aren't actually in our fertilizers to remineralize our soil. There's all sorts of fun stuff. Pesticides and herbicides kill beneficial bacteria in the soil. When you do that, certain things aren't released by those bacteria. So therefore, certain trace minerals do not end up in the soil, so therefore it's not absorbed into the plant. So just herbicides and pesticides alone are killing beneficial parts of our food that should be there. And then not only that, you get the whole toxin thing from the herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, fungicides. So stay away. So organic, try to eat organic as much as you possibly can. If you can't, just eat fruits and vegetables. But your snacks should be fruit. Your snacks should be vegetables. That's your in-between foods. But this, I can't stress enough, get these things in your body because your body is craving it. And your body needs this stuff to break your food down. So the biggest aha moment I hope you have in this video is understand the number one goal of your existence in terms of health is to get your digestive system in optimal condition. End of story. Because if you're not digesting foods properly, you are not getting the nutrition that you need. And if you don't get the nutrition, reactions aren't going to take place in your body that should. And with certain things not going on in your body, obviously there's room for error, there's room for flaw, there's room for disease and issues. So in a nutshell, I hope this kind of sheds some light. So digest your food with trace minerals and get lots of protein in your diet because your body is designed is grown because of branched chain amino acids. Protein. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget the green food. Green food is awesome. I can't stress to you enough, to do this easy, you're going to have to buy this. I don't sell this on superfoodguy.com. So you're just going to have to go to the store and just buy trace minerals. You can get them in capsule form too. I tend to like the drinks because I just put it in water and kind of sip the water throughout the day. It's an easy way to do it. What was I going to say? If you want like a starter pack, just go to my website. I'm not even kidding. Superfoodguy.com. Just type in the keyword as like pack, P-A-K or P-A-C-K or something like that. I think it's labeled as both. But just do like a 30-day system. You don't need to lose weight, even though it's designed to target people who have weight to release. That's cool, do that, but it's not just for people to lose weight. You'll realize that when you start to consume these superfoods on a consistent basis for 1 month, 30 days, all I'm asking is 30 days. Try to change your life in 30 days. See what happens. See how much better you feel when you consume nutritionally dense superfoods that are loaded with proteins, which convert to branched chain amino acids. Guys, I don't get sick. You shouldn't get sick either. It just shouldn't even be a thing. I go to places full of people who are loaded with all these issues. They're hacking up their lungs with their coughing, the sore throat thing, all these issues. I'm surrounded by people a lot and nothing. My body just rejects it all. So there's no reason that your body, having the same DNA as myself, should have to go through the same thing. You should be able to reject it. Your body should be able to fight it off. Give your body what it's designed to have, and good things tend to happen. But anyway, be sure to subscribe. I have a whole lot of videos coming. If you have any other tips, feel free to comment below, post them below, ask any questions. I'll try to respond back. But hopefully this helps someone somewhere. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'm sure I'll see you in another video. Take care.